Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, Whitebird. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. One more sleep to go. Oh, is it late, new kid, for you? I'm sorry. Hey, everyone. I don't know why my screen up here is split. It's so weird to me. I wish I understood why it was doing that. Do you guys see it? Oh, I think I know why. Hold on, give me one quick. Oh, wait. Can I do it this way? I can't without ending the stream. I'm going to remove this from Kick and then I'm going to put it back on Kick. And now she get rid of the. Okay. Let's see if that works. That should work. Okay. Good morning, everybody. You guys found me again. I really suck at this. Yes, we got it. It's working. Okay. BJ won't go to court. Oh, we'll see, right? Colleen, thank you for smashing the thumbs up. Did you really do another sleep stream last night? I didn't pay attention last night. I was busy. I know that girl. I am an early bird. But I don't know what she did, but I think it is insanely crazy that anybody can stay up all night. Like, I'm sorry, you all answered in the chat. What type of people do you know that stays up all throughout the night? I don't know who can do that. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Tweakers. I meant to say speakers. Right. I thought Brittany was done with the drama anyway. What happened there? She's back to it already? That's crazy. That's crazy. You would think that her friends at minimum, the ones that pretend to care about her and stuff, you would think they would say to her, like, well, wait a minute, Brittany. You keep promising us you're done with this. And yet here you are. And you're back at it. But we're going to acknowledge some of the things she said, just like we're going to acknowledge some of the things I put in my community post. Because there are some delusions going on. And I'm personally tired of them. Angel Chip, thank you. Oh, what a beautiful one more day. Yep. Well, when she can't get over 200 in true crime chats, she must do what she's best at. Yeah, I am on Kick too. Yes, Phonics. But I'm hiding, so shh. Let's talk about that first off, right? The hiding. Was it hiding when everybody was building over on Kick? Because we saw how easily people got removed off YouTube. Was it hiding then? When did it become hiding? When people wanted to put a negative spin to what you're doing, it became hiding. She's playing on something sneaky is word on the streets. Meaning what, CJK? Sneaky as in regards to what? One more day. TikTok. We had a YouTube baby. Right. That's what I said. TX Tinks. I'm not good at hiding because y'all found me. And I don't know if it's because the post I did or I don't know how you found me. What BJ Rowdy and Craig did about UA last night was pure evil and sick. If I was UA, I would file against them all. NC has laws and what did they do, Lori? I missed it. Jennifer Hiney Hole with the 30 months. One more day, Philadelphia freedom. Thank you so much. Lee the Bee says, with 17 months, tomorrow is going to be a good day. Possible accountability day. And, oh, it's your birthday. Yay. Happy birthday to you, Lee. Good luck, Rainey. Thank you. It won't matter if I talk bad about her. We have this thing. Thank you for the heads up. I understand what you're saying, but I agree, Cammy Style. But it doesn't. I'm allowed to talk bad, right? I'm allowed to talk bad. It's called freedom of speech. So what's putting everything on Rumble then? Ooh, now that's hiding. It's like I don't know. I read in a chat her mods were helping her with some response to tomorrow. That's all I've read a couple times. I don't know what they're planning though. It wouldn't matter if Brittany had Donald Trump herself come to court with her. Nothing is going to help her, and I'll tell you why. Because she doesn't get to offer an argument. When she ignored our several filings, she basically waived that everything we wrote is the truth. So she doesn't get to have an argument tomorrow. She doesn't get to say, but Your Honor, Granny says mean things about me. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. This isn't high school. We're not going before a principal. This is a courtroom with a judge who's there to hear why my lawyer deserves his attorney fees. That's it. That's all. So it doesn't, nothing else matters. Maybe she will. I love Spock. Maybe she will. I don't know. I don't think anybody can help her. Can't believe this lawsuit even exists. Yeah. Stupid. It's so fucking stupid. She can try. She can try to get the judgment set aside. Sure. I don't know, Miss Mary. She hasn't requested for a Zoom hearing that we've seen. I don't know. She thinks she can put on witnesses, JoJo, and I hope she does, right? And I'll tell you why. Because all it does is open them up to cross-examination. But my lawyer sent her out, which is procedure, right? Unlike the lawyers that she has had work for her, they don't follow the rules of procedure. So she thinks everything is done with like a sneaky reason to it when it's really just following the rules. And the rule states that you have to send out this letter. And the letter that she received is reminding her so that she can't lie, is reminding her that she has court and to prepare, her witnesses. Now, she thinks that means her friends that can go on there and say, but Granny is mean to me. Granny is mean to me. Suppose they have a plan Monday and Word Chicken said it won't go as you plan on Tuesday, and BJ said Tuesday she'll be right here still doing her thing. I'll be right here still doing my thing. Is that what she said? That's interesting. Very interesting. How could I be doing this? Because I saw dollar signs when it cost me dollars to do it. She is an absolute idiot. Anyhow, it said have your witnesses ready, and she thinks that means her little friends that can say, oh, but Granny spoke bad on Brittany, but Granny did this and Granny did that, and none of that matters because that's not what witnesses meant. The only thing Brittany can go in there and argue tomorrow is why my attorney doesn't deserve his attorney fees. That's it. She can argue that the fees are, I'm not even going to give her more legal advice, but that's it. That's all it is. That's what the witnesses are supposed to be. I doubt it, Schmaggy, because we already warned the courts that she would try that. I don't know. Accountability starts tomorrow. Tock. Let's hope, YT Inspector. Let's hope. Yeah, Brittany's the one that wrote on the C&D that she wanted money. So that's kind of wild. But this is what Brittany does. And it's exactly what my community post said. If you haven't read it, take a little read. is exactly what I wrote on there. Brittany projects. Everything Brittany puts on me and others is a confession of herself. Like, oh, I only did this because I saw dollar signs. Really? Because I could not have done this if Brittany didn't do what she did. So make that make sense. How could I have seen dollar signs? I didn't initiate this. No, this is just for Brittany's declaratory judgment. If Brittany didn't do what she did, I wouldn't be able to do what I did. So who saw dollar signs? The woman who started it, initiated it with a GoFundMe requesting $10,000 a month, sent out C&Ds that requested payment to prevent this from going to a courtroom, or the person who received it and responded correctly. Who started it? But this is what Brittany does. This is who she is. She throws you in a whirlwind of gaslight. She projects everything. She's a victim of everything, even the shit she initiated. She's the victim. She's being drugged through the court and everything. So when she says, I seen dollar signs, she saw dollar signs. That's why she did GoFundMe. How many times do you hear Brittany bring up how much help Queen and I received? She saw a big payday. She went on a giant shopping spree with it. She spent at least, maybe, if anything, 200 at most on these C&Ds, 200 a piece, and thought she would go about her business on her new devices, living on the high life of receiving all that free money from her fucking audience and pocketing all of it. They could have, are you nuts? They could have. Summer Girl Mama says, I think positive for you as you've been through enough. Hashtag FUBJ. Thank you, Summer Girl. Kraken says, listening, still not home, but I'm here for this. Sending you prayers, Kraken. Thank you so much for the 25 gifted subs. Smarty me, thank you. Irish Eyes, thank you for the full send. It's all just a big, Brittany's just a big circle fuck is what she is. Dairy farmers don't wear flip-flops. They lactose. Brittany saying I only became friendly with Jay because I was sub-poaching. Has to be the funniest thing ever because, and no disrespect, but anybody with eyes and a memory knows that Jay becoming friendly with me benefited Jay. Okay? But that explains why Brittany is all of a sudden okay with Jay, despite Jay doing a year plus of restreams and content on Brittany. Because Brittany sees it as a chance to get subs. Everything Brittany says is a confession. Great and Grace, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Do you know that Brittany literally said that I saw stars when I saw QB's lawyer fundraiser, and that's why I wanted to get sued? Is this real life? Because again, I would have never had a lawyer fundraiser if it wasn't for Brittany suing me. I would not have been able to do what I did if it wasn't for Brittany's initial action. Everything I've done is a reaction. But that's how ignorant this bitch is. That's how she thinks. That's what she, in her mind, she saw stars when she saw Queen's fundraiser. That was her mind. And she thought if she sued me, she could do a fundraiser and get all types of support off of it. That's why she did that. I wasn't on the radar to be sued until Brittany reached out. And that's the other thing, nonsense. You sound fucking dumb. I've been really, really, really trying to be respectful and ignoring the fuck out of you and your try-hard fucking friends, but I about fucking had it, okay? I about fucking had it. If you think you're going to sit over there and keep taking your little fucking jabs and you and your little misfit fucking friends sit there and keep running their fucking mouths and keep attacking my subscribers and my moderators, you got another thing coming. You can sit there and keep trying to say insulting things like Granny's gone back to her old ways. You know what I found out, bitch? You've been your old ways. How about that? I'll jump back to my old ways real fucking quick. But you've been who the fuck you've been. Your exit from every community prior speaks fucking volumes. I've been here, bitch. You're going to do this gaslighting. You're just like Brittany. Sit there and run your mouth and then be like, oh my God, I'm not doing this. They won't leave me alone. Oh my God. Leave you alone. Nobody was speaking on you. Nobody at all was speaking on you. Not because they're afraid, not because you're a filing cabinet, but not because you're anything but weird. Nobody wanted to give you content. Okay? But you're going to sit over there now and say, it's always bothered me that Granny only spoke about Brittany, but there's 10 other people. One's in the motherfucking chat. If you've heard nonsense a million bajillion times, make the statement that Brittany is the reason I'm in this. And that's why I speak on Brittany. One's in the chat. If you've heard her herself say that. Don't do this weird gaslighting thing where you're now listening to your friends. So now you're saying what they're saying because people been around. You might have a filing cabinet, but we don't all have short memories. We remember it. If you have to keep telling people how great of a person you are, you should maybe consider, okay? Think twice about it. Most of us don't have to do that. It's some real gaslighting shit, just like Brittany does, to sit there and keep saying over and over again that people won't leave you alone when you're the one who won't leave anybody alone. Your run and tell us are more like the no see it little gnats that come around. They leave a little fucking bite. You can't really see them. Your audience is the troublemakers. You've been projecting your fingers over here at these chatters that you didn't have a problem with when they were in your chat. But it's your people that are giving you misinformation, running around looking stupid. Was it hiding when you were trying to get on Kick? Was it hiding then? It's really annoying. It really is. And I've received communications from other people on what you said to them about Jay. I'm not making shit up, and you know it. And it looks weird. Brittany, you look weird. That you're going to sit there and play nonsense over and over again. Why don't you play the 6, 7, 8 hour streams she did on you daily? Why don't you play them? For you to say nonsense doesn't like you, Brittany, because of me is ridiculous. Because the only reason I ever got to talking to nonsense is because I confronted her. I went up to her and I said, why do you keep saying my name like that? Because she kept saying, and I'm not talking about Brittany for Granny. I'm not talking about Brittany for Granny. And I went up there and said, why do you keep saying my name like that? So for Brittany to keep saying, oh, nonsense only doesn't like her because of me is an absolute fucking lie. It's an absolute lie. She was going at you before I even became friendly with her. I let nonsense and Nanya when they were BFFs. I let them up on my panel because nonsense was being attacked by a woman named Petunia or something. I forget her name. I forget the woman's name, but she was being gross. She was saying really gross things and doing whatever. And I was defending nonsense. I didn't know who nonsense was, but I knew what this woman was doing was wrong. So I was defending her, and I let nonsense and Nanya up on my panel way back when. I'm talking years ago. And then I never seen talked again. It was something like that, inside out. I don't know. This idea that I chose Clue over nonsense, why did I have to make a choice? Why am I always put in this position where I have to make a choice, but other people can sit there and say, oh, I'm not getting involved? And no disrespect to them. That's the right answer. Why do you have to get involved? You don't. But why am I always looked at to make a choice? Is it because you're somewhat dependent on my choice for your survival? I don't know. Her jab about your ginseng go yesterday was absolutely disgusting, ridiculous. Oh, really? Was it? Did she? Why to inspector? Because I can show you the many times nonsense came to me in private asking if I need her to do a fundraiser for me. And and most of the times I said no, didn't I? Nonsense. Now you got jabs about the money being raised, do you? That's interesting. Listen to that stream yesterday. I was so mad. I couldn't hold my tongue. She's nasty and vile. I can't believe she talked to you like she did. I didn't even fucking listen to it. BJ, get rid of your demons. Try exercising. Facts. She did a fundraiser for me. She sure did. She said because Jay was supposed to do it and never did. Now you take issue. See, this is why I've ignored you, right? But this is also what it is, because there are people like her that will do those things and then tell you all how much they stand on morals and integrity and all these other things in between. Okay? I didn't even listen to that, straight talker. If you can do a complete 180 on all of your thoughts because of a falling out, then you're not standing on morals and integrity or any of that. Or you are now, but you weren't then. So which one is it? Which one is it? Exactly, KTO, and it makes no damn sense, does it? Exactly, Painted Rocks. She has picked and stands back, claims she didn't do a thing. BS. Never pegged her as a liar, but was wrong. I remember her and her people even coming in my chat after the falling out saying that they're going to keep posting my links because they still support me when it comes to the RICO. Now you're questioning the Give Send Go? Well, you know more than anybody? Not Tina J, because she had contacted Katie Foster's family. Now look at them. BJ, your child asking for his dinner at 1:30 a.m., chicken and mashed and mac cheese, and then telling you to wake up. He's hungry. Oh, that's sad. Sadly, Jessie girl, I have to say you're right. I hate that, my dad's fave. I hate that, especially when I never asked it. I never asked it. I'm not going to say I encourage trying to be talked to like I'm stupid. Mm-hmm. That's my whole thing, straight talker. She didn't even get right what I said. It's the fact that she's faking hypocritical as those tries to call. I was thinking she turned into a big of a pick me as Earth, but BJ fits. The only comparison to BJ is the poking, and then acting like they did nothing. That's the only poking. Remember when she said her and Jay was never friends anyway? Yeah, I do. Because I remember it really hurt Jay that she said that. That should have been my first hint. Really should have been. I'm a grown adult, right? It just didn't make any sense to me because it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere with her going hardcore at Clue. Okay. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's even going on? So I literally even reached out to her, which she came back and told the internet. Didn't respond, but came back and told the internet. Always says the same thing as Brittany. If you got a problem with me, you can come to me. Okay. Well, that sucks, Jessie girl. And I wish I would have known. I have the real Lee the Bee. I really have. Good morning, J. Kels. Right, came from a sub, running back with a lie. Yup. That's exactly what it was, agent. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Oh well, is what it fucking is. Good morning, Niners girl. But she took the lie and ran with it, just like she did with QB. Broken was that excuse. You weren't responding. Nobody even trying to get away. I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. What I don't like is like we're all supposedly adults, right? Why does there have to be this like pick me or fuck you attitude? I don't understand it. Issuing a threat while stating this is not a threat, some gaslighting ish I have no respect for. Mm. I don't know, Lisa. I don't know if I believe Jay's in on it because I believe it came all from herself, to be honest. I don't think she needed anybody else to get her in on it. Like I don't think anybody else got in her head. I don't think it was any of that. I guess Air Force, ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? Thank you, Jennifer Lynn. Tanya, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Let me put my alerts down. So Brittany hit her stream the other day, and she said it's because UA came up, and the way she acted was not how she wanted to represent herself, which is quite funny because Brittany, like a true narcissist, hides who they really are. Behind the scenes, Brittany's nasty. Every other word's a curse. Her real temper comes out. And then when Brittany is public, she tries to, oh, pardon my French. Well, she said she hit her stream because the way she acted with UA. But the truth is, she hit her stream because she had her camera on and didn't realize it. She didn't realize it. So what was she doing? Nodding the fuck out. That's right, folks. Nodded the fuck out. Brittany was beeping and bopping, and her body was swaying. She wants everybody to believe it was only happening because she was looking at her phone. So, of course, I'm like, how many people look at their phone so you start swaying and doing all of that in between? Very interesting. The nodding out was off the charts. Yeah, it was. She looked right up when she noticed people pretending to look at her phone. Yep. Okay, now give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. Hmm. Okay, sorry. Pissing me the fuck off. I hate that you does this new message thing because when people message you now, it does this whole like your phone freezes, you can't get back to regular YouTube, you're stuck in the messages. So I do apologize that it's taking me a moment. Plus, I was reading something. I hate when people say, "Oh, so switched up." No, no. Anyway, here it is. So she doesn't know that at this point she hit the camera on. Okay, she has no idea. We never hear a baby, almost 3 months old, never ever really cries or bawls. Good morning, Jen.
Lady A. Montgomery, that's what going out. She was going under.
7 years old.
Now, do any of you, while looking at your phone, does your head weave and bob like hers is? Oh, yeah, I see Penny in here. So there was a comment yesterday, and I'll pull my fucking emails up on the screen and show you. There was a comment yesterday that stated some woman named Donna is claiming that well before November of last year that they emailed me proof, and this is funny, because if you only know, this is funny. Proof that Queen, Clue, Cletus, and Petty were working with Kramit or some weird shit. What exactly was the comment? I forget. Basically, they were on some fuck shit. And I'm not going to lie, for a while there, some of this shit gets in my head, right? I'm like, wow, you just never fucking know. Anyhow, so I went through my emails and I type in Donna, nothing comes up. I type in Kramit, nothing comes up. I type in Queen Bee, Petty, Kramit, nothing comes up. There's no such fucking email. Why wasn't there a request to see said email? Where is said email? I never received it. There's no email that ever said anything like that.
Lady A. Montgomery, that's what going out. She was going under.
7 years old. He's gonna get everyone and destroy somebody else's.
Do you all close your eyes while looking at your phone? And it's sad to think that instead of logging off this stream and just going to bed, she goes live again.
That was funny. We'll get him, we'll look down and laugh on you when you and him go down. So,
Yeah, do you remember?
This is when she comes back to and realizes she's live. Look at this. You can actually hear like the like falling asleep whistling coming out of her nose.
Yeah, do you remember her being lady? Yeah, do you
Look at her eyes there. That's not looking at your phone.
Yeah, do you remember her being Lady Montgomery? Or does
Yes.
anybody else?
Yes, I have that name. And that's when she was back then with Quentin Simon and the Idaho.
Yeah. Do you remember hey just the RN Josie, she called CPS on Brittany.
No. A commenter went in the chat and made that statement. And it's not true. I have no email from said person. Not only that, but it's kind of crazy because when I was friends with her, if I had received such email, I would have sent it to her. Okay? I would have sent it. I would have said, look at this shit. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad.
Hey, just the RN. Josie, she called CPS on Brittany and came
Destroyed my head of
on prayers. Yes.
Oh man, Lindsey Graham passed away.
What?
Wow,
Lindsey
when?
Graham passed away.
Do any of you look like that while you're reading? And look how much she struggled to even finish it. She starts slurring and just makes up something about prayers. I never seen nothing like this.
destroyed my head.
Besides coming from Brittany. Right there. Look at that. Look at that.
Came on prayers. Yes.
Oh man, Lindsey Graham passed away.
What?
Wow, when?
Lindsey Graham passed away. Craig. Lindsey
Just now?
Graham. When?
It must have been like just now.
It had to have been because Craig usually knows that kind of stuff. Senator Lindsey, we just saw him not long ago at the. Hold on, we gotta look.
You can
This.
run on for a long time.
Come on.
Sooner or later.
Well, we'll see what it says.
Let me see.
Now, you just heard Brittany say Craig usually knows this kind of stuff. Exactly, up to good. Craig usually knows this kind of stuff.
To have been because Craig usually knows that kind of stuff. Senator Lindsey, we just saw him not long ago at the. Hold on, we gotta look.
You can
This.
run on for a long time.
Come on.
Sooner or later.
Well, we'll see what it says.
Let me see.
Uh,
Lindsey Graham.
no, I don't have contacts, Otto. I've got glasses. I got to get them. I got to go pick them up when they're done.
Oh, rest in peace, Lindsey Graham.
Look at that pause. That's the other thing. I've never heard somebody go through so many glasses as this girl right here. Why? Why do you go through so many glasses?
He passed tonight.
I don't
He
see
was
it.
in the hospital.
He was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Oh,
Damn, hold
Did
on.
he have an infection?
But I'm not seeing none of that.
Hold on.
If he was in the hospital, I would have seen somebody just.
Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, look it up and see.
Let's see. Lindsay.
No. They lied to you.
Hold on.
You need to block whoever said that. They lied.
No, hold on. Ain't nobody.
Mitch McConnell, not Lindsey.
Mitch McConnell.
Who's running to get their true crime from these people? 44 months tattoos. Thank you. They're lying to you, Brittany. Reality says, no, Mitch McConnell. Who's getting their crime from these people? They can't even follow the conversation. And she even says how Craig's usually so good at this. These three idiots have the biggest struggle ever trying to figure this shit out. And they can't even get the name correct, despite being told it. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. Look at her.
Okay, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mitch
maybe-
McConnell died?
Yeah, he has been sick. Yeah.
What
He got the
happened?
wrong name.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
well, we're getting it taken
He
care
got the
of.
wrong name. Mr. Cobb has been sick.
Yeah.
You remember he was having strokes and stuff. It was Let me see. That sounds right.
5 hours ago, Mitch McConnell's.
Mitch McConnell.
The confidence.
That's
Well,
right.
rest in peace to him.
Cheesy. It takes them a while, girly. Thank you, Sly. Yeah, South Carolina is the Democrat state, Craig. Oh, bless them. Look at her. Any of you do that when you're at your phone? She's falling the fuck over.
Mitch McConnell's.
Mitch McConnell.
The scratching. Look, there it goes.
That's probably right.
Not
Rest
in
in peace to
forward.
him.
Swaying. Anybody else get like this looking at your phone? Wow. Beeping and bopping, damn near falling forward. I don't. This never happened to me.
See.
I'm not seeing that either.
I'm seeing.
And the fact that she is on a live stream and she's looking at her phone instead of using the computer she's sitting on. This whole thing is just so bizarre to me. All of it. And I told you all last night, or I'm sorry, yesterday morning, I said Sunday night, she'll be doing the same thing. She'll be nodding the fuck out because she was up all night. She's going to sleep. She's going to have to sleep during the day, but she's also going to have to get herself up because she has children. She's going to have to take extra substances to get herself up and going. And then she's going to be nodding the fuck out Sunday night. And I'm hearing what happened last night. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I'm hearing that's what happened last night. This is the True Crime Channel here, folks.
That he's very, very. His health took a turn tonight. It did say he's in bad shape.
He'd rather do that, so, but
Here's his Mitch McConnell's brain dead.
The Kentucky senator was in the hospital for more than 3 weeks, and his team hasn't disclosed why he was hospitalized or given details about his condition. The far-right activist Laura Loomer, who is known to promote conspiracy theories, claimed in a viral online...
This is during a live stream. Okay? That's because I was moving. Am I fine now? I'm sorry, I was walking around. I care, Kelly. I care. Everybody should care. The same reason everybody... Oh, I'm sorry. If you're talking... I don't know. Clarify what you mean. Who cares about what? I'm sorry. Right, this is what we're jealous of. I mean, you would think these are just people sitting in a living room. They're not even live. No, this is a live stream. And this is what's happening. She's not even awake. Okay? Scratching at herself, beeping and bopping, falling out, falling asleep.
Post that McConnell is officially brain dead. But when we hear from Senate leader,
Oh, he looks terrible.
a spokesperson for Senate tells us the Senate Majority Leader talked to McConnell by phone on Monday.
No,
The spokesperson for Senator John Barrasso says the Majority Whip spoke to McConnell on Tuesday. And former McConnell aide Scott Jennings, post-McConnell aide Scott Jennings, posted that he spoke to the senator on Tuesday morning for about 20 minutes.
Well,
Lee,
damn.
Lee says that
This is
Lindsay's
live.
information is on his website. When
Well, let's just see if it
Now, she just said Lindsay. But let's watch what Brittany says.
I think we're talking about both of them right now, Winnie.
The chat's like, who the fuck are you guys even talking about at this point? You went to Mitch McConnell. Look at her.
sorry,
This when she realizes her camera's on.
Winnie, yeah, I don't know.
She'll deadpan right
Hang
here.
on.
She realizes it.
which state is Bishop?
Need the side eye because she's just now reading the comments that her camera's on. So she side eyes to her screen and sees that she's on the camera. This is the moment she realized it. Look at her.
Which state
Right
is
there.
Bishop?
Hang on.
Which state is Bishop?
And like I said the other morning, I'll say it again. This is on the other side of the screen every time. Every time Brittany is live and she starts to mumble, she can't read 2 sentences. Every single time she says, hold on. Every time she struggles to push play, this is what you're seeing. This is what's on the other end that you're not seeing. Okay, I thought so. That's why I was like, wait a minute. That's why I stopped myself because I'm like, yeah, thank you, Kelly. Well, Craig, like Brittany said, Craig usually knows this stuff. He knows everything. We're all jealous of him and his knowledge. It's crazy. The roaches don't even stick around her for that. I love the other day, Reality saying it was a water bug But I thought they already claimed it was a moth. So which one was it? Like, they can't even keep up on their lies. You think roaches come out during the daytime? It was nighttime.
Which day is Miss McConnell represent?
Mm-hmm.
Now she has to play off. I don't know, Craig. My camera's on. I got to find a way to play this off.
Kentucky. Lindsay goes, it'll be big.
Yeah.
I don't know about Mitch McConnell's.
It'll be
Look at
pretty
her
big
eyes.
with Mitch, but with Lindsay, it'll
As
be,
far as
yeah.
the state goes, you know, big.
Yeah.
Look,
Pretty blue eyes.
she looked up at the camera again because she knows it, okay? She knows it. She said, water bug that comes from the sewer. I laughed so hard. Bless their hearts. These people are absolutely ridiculous. Yep, he's so smart. We're all so jelly.
They'll replace him, but if Lindsay left,
Hi, PJ. It's good to see you, my dear friend.
Look at her. Oh, shit.
Hey, pretty Sky.
Don't like either one of them.
And PJ.
I've never seen somebody who has to squint so much with or without glasses. She doesn't. She just found out, Tony. She just found out. She didn't know.
Hey, PJ. PJ's in here.
She's gonna
Oh,
play
hey,
it off.
PJ. What you doing, girlfriend?
She's gonna play it off in a
Kentucky.
minute.
Okay. Lee says NBC News confirmed it.
Look at this. Look at this. She's now picking at her teeth.
Couple of those boys go in the check.
Brittany, did you get my email? Something is going
Scratching her cheek here. Now she's gonna scratch again.
on with Discord. I emailed you.
And then her forehead too. With the same finger she just had in her mouth. Ugh.
I didn't.
Oh,
Pretty. What you mean? Like something's wrong with it or something?
Now she's on the alert. Now she's realizing she's live.
Wrong with it or something?
What the fuck?
I don't understand how Lindsey
Anybody else's body sway? Reading your phone? No.
Graham's even being voted in South Carolina
Look at her.
at all. I mean,
Look at her. She can't even hold herself
I
up.
think they elaborate, but people be offended.
She can't even hold her body still. She is swaying.
He's got to be crooked. There's no way. He shouldn't even be winning. He shouldn't even be in there.
Nodding out.
Right?
I mean,
Right?
let me just say it like this.
If somebody asked her to repeat what Craig just said, I guarantee she can't. I guarantee she can't. Now look at her.
Right?
I mean, let me just say it like this. South Carolina is a Democrat state.
Right.
That's her realizing the camera's on. I was wrong. I thought it was the last time, but it wasn't. It's this time. Here she is.
Let me just say it like this. South Carolina is a Democrat state.
Right.
How the hell is he winning? How the hell is he still in?
South Carolina is a Democratic state.
Right. Watch. My camera was on and I didn't.
How the hell is he still in there?
Right. Watch. My camera was on and I didn't know it. Now they're going to say I was nodding off. I was looking down at my phone the whole damn
I
time.
could tell that you were reading. I could tell that.
Yeah,
you
but
were
they're
reading.
like, I don't know. I didn't even know I'd flipped it on. Somebody messaged me and told me, but still,
My go-to is never to say they're going to say I was nodding out. That was Brittany's go-to because Brittany was nodding out. I can't tell you how many times Brittany has claimed to have been reading her phone when it's clear as day that she's literally nodding the fuck out. And here we go again. And it's her go-to response. I was reading my phone. Your body's swaying. Your eyes are closed. You went from Lindsey Graham to Mitch McConnell. And we're supposed to believe that it was just, it was just her looking down, reading her phone. She knows she was nodding. Right, Cheesy, which is why she said it. Right, Sarah Wood. Silly us.
yeah, but they don't give a fuck about that reality. They'll say, look at her looking down, even though I have my phone in my hand all the time.
So what?
We did. We just looked.
Yeah, Lindsey Graham died. He passed away.
You
On
cut the
Twitter.
part out where you camera came on?
They just put the statement. They just put the statement.
Why would Craig ask her if she's going to cut it out if she was just reading her phone?
You can't do it.
Agenda-free
You can't do it? You can't do it? You can't take it out, Brittany?
TV's covering it. You know it's real because you know how
Yeah.
he is.
Oh,
You know
the Jerusalem Post is covering it. Governor Track us. Yeah.
So that was
Now listen to Brittany stating how many people are covering it. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Scott H. Yeah, she's gonna turn around and she's gonna say the chat found out before the internet. The chat on the internet found out before the internet.
He really died. Whoever found out, y'all found out fast as hell before the internet did.
The people in the chat found out before the internet. She just literally stated how many people reported on it, but they found out before the internet. She's so stupid. All right, now I'll let it run without me commentating.
It was funny. We'll look down and laugh on you when you was there. So,
That's just reading a phone.
Yeah. Do you remember her being Lady Montgomery, or does
Yes.
anybody else?
Yes, I have that name. And that's when she was back then with Quentin Simon and the item.
Yeah. Do you remember? Hey, just the RN. Josie, she called CPS on Brittany and came.
Thank you, Shauna, for hitting
Yes.
the thumbs up.
Oh man, Lindsey Graham passed away.
What?
Wow, when?
Lindsey Graham passed away. Great.
I mean, all of that wasn't a nod. All of that wasn't a nod out. Okay. Just reading a phone. Because at this point, she's not even looking at her phone and she's still swaying and bopping.
Or does
Yes.
anybody else?
Yes, I have that name. And that's when she was back then with Quentin Simon and the item.
Yeah.
Right there. What is that?
Do
then?
you remember?
She's talking with her eyes closed. Do you remember? This is on the other end of the screen all the time.
Hey, just the RN. Joe, do you remember? Hey, just the RN. Josie, she called CPS on Brittany and came.
That's reading a phone. That's reading a phone. Keep the gaslighting, Brittany. But stop gaslighting yourself because you need fucking help. You need help. Fuck the internet. Fuck the quote unquote haters. Fuck me. Fuck the dark side. Who gives a fuck about any of that? You need help. You have children to live for. You have a whole life ahead of you. She is not even 40 years old. And this is how she's spending her time. I've never seen nothing like this repeatedly. It's not being tired from being pregnant. It's not being tired from taking care of the kids all day because they're up all fucking night. Stop blaming the haters and actually acknowledge what is happening. This is not safe. There's no phone in her hand here. No phone makes you slur out like that. No phone makes your eyes close like that. No phone makes you beep and bob and all of that. Talking with her eyes closed. Do you remember? Oh, hi, just an RN. This is nightly. And those of you that support her the right way. Stop pretending because you dislike us and tell her what the fuck you actually see. She has pushed away everybody around her that would tell her the truth and created such a hug box that she knew right away to blame it on her phone. And there goes reject reality. Nuh-uh, Brittany, we saw you on the phone. You saw what the hell we all saw too. Stop it. This is bad.
on Brittany and came
Destroyed by hit a boot top.
on prayers. Yes.
Oh man, Lindsey Graham passed.
That's because of a phone right there. That's because of a phone. And out of instinct, she reads whatever she reads and then just follows with yes. Because the fact of the matter is she didn't read that comment and she didn't read it correctly. And prayers, yes. And then sways back, eyes closed. Unbelievable. Stop justifying this and lying about it.
Yes, on Brittany and came
Destroyed by hit a boot top.
on prayers. Yes.
Oh man, Lindsey Graham passed away.
No, this wasn't on
What?
purpose.
Wow, when?
Lindsey
I don't believe I disagree, Her Royal Sass. I disagree that this was on purpose. What is it really distracting from? We use that a lot, right? Oh, this is a distraction. But from what? Because all this does is make people talk more. You can't fake this type of nodding. You can't fake the way her voice goes out. I'm sorry. I don't believe for 1 minute that this is on purpose. And I think it gives her too much credit to say that it is. It's too much.
Graham passed away. Craig. Lindsey
Just now?
Graham. When?
It must have been like just now.
It had to have been because Craig usually knows that kind of stuff.
Craig usually knows that kind of stuff, yet he thinks that they're talking about a different person. He doesn't even know what's a red state and what's a blue, but sure. Craig usually knows that type of stuff. All right. So here's last night's nod. Queen Bee got it in a short video. Thank you, chat. As I told you all yesterday morning, I knew this would happen Sunday night because of what I stated a few minutes ago. Agreed, regardless how much they hate anyone else, stop simping and help her or she won't be here for you to support. Help her in the right way. I agree. It's horrible. It's actually sad. There's no reason why a moderator like Diana, who Brittany clearly trusts, helps her financially in all these ways, can't go to her and tell her what she's seeing. But there is a reason. I'll tell you what the reason is. Because people like Brittany will blame you for coming to her with your reality. And she will tell you how wrong you are. Okay? You're wrong. That's not what's happening. Her famous line, you drank Granny's Kool-Aid. I still can't believe, thank you, Pistol Amy. I still can't believe she's saying that Nonsense only dislikes her because of me. It's like Brittany just erases all fact, all history, because she sees a moment to hate on, which blows my mind because, again, I have done everything in my power to not acknowledge what is going on with Nonsense. You think I want to accept the fact that somebody I truly trusted and thought actually gave a fuck about me and cared about me didn't at all? You think I want to sit here and go back and forth with somebody that I truly, full-heartedly believed and trusted? I don't want to do that. Of course she is, Sly. She was doing it back when she was being defended against Julie, too. Of course she is. But how do you explain to your audience that you're pushing Nonsense's channel when Nonsense did at least 2 years of content on you? Not because of me. Nothing to do with me. Everything to do with you. But Brittany jumps at the opportunities to hate bond. She jumps at it. She lives for it. Alice said it. Thank you for becoming a member. I get it, Her Royal Sass says, I've never seen anyone in addiction, so I'm going to trust what you were saying. I 100% don't think those children should be in their home now. Well, I get a lot of people feel that way. And I will say, the only thing I'll say is I'm glad this is happening from what we see at night. Hopefully they're in their beds. They're safe. They're a little bit older. I don't know. She did the same thing with Jay. Yeah, she did. When Jay went at Brittany viciously. Oh, Jay just felt that way because of Granny. Granny got in her head. No, again, I wasn't friendly with these people. They were going at her before me. And then Brittany suddenly forgets all the shit she said about people, all the shit that Brittany said about them, they said about her. Let's hate bond over Granny. Oh, yeah, Loki's mom, when I had to say to her, why do you keep saying my name like that? It's so fucking condescending. I can look for that clip, but I just don't even like it. I don't like what's happening. I think it's crazy. The amount of times I try to, like, what is even going on? Why do I have to make a choice? You just liked them last week. Now all of a sudden I have to stop liking whoever you like. I mean, that's not the way the world works. Don't any of you have friends in the real world that don't like each other? Why did I have to make a choice? And I didn't make a choice. I was stated the door was closed. I didn't make a fucking choice. I can't stand this shit. This is what I hate about social media. The politics of YouTube. And then it just keeps going. I guess it is grumpish. It's crazy to me. Crazy to me. All right, so this is last night. Is it just music? Did she know her camera's on this time? My God, she looks so bad. Look at her. Her mouth all gapping wide. The filters are off. I just don't understand it. Like, listen, it happens, right? I appreciate that. But it happens, especially on YouTube. But I can't even tell you the many times I was like, oh my God, thank you for being a trustworthy person. They're hard to find on YouTube. And out of nowhere, like this hate for me. How the fuck do you go from claiming you love me so much, you're a good friend to me, and I'm going to be there for you, to literally hating me? And for what? For what? Because you had a reject subscriber tell you a lie again? Most of the times we've gotten in an argument is because somebody went to her with misinformation. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, all right. Sunday night. Is this just looking at her phone too? Mouth wide open. There she goes. What excuse do you got now, reality? There's the scratching. There she is, sleep. Nope, lost control. And like, why at this point can she not say, you know what? I'm going to log off, guys. I'm too tired. Craig said last night he was going to the toilet and for her to watch over the baby. She was so annoyed with him, but he knows what she does. Good morning, Marsh. Good morning, Misfit. Can you imagine a doctor giving this shit to her, seeing this? No. This is crazy. Yeah, she's bopping and weaving. Eyes are closing. This is insane. I swear, I think she came back for 10 hours. Because she's not tired, she's enjoying it, and she's fighting the nods for pleasure. Yep. Because drama is more important than her health and, you know, memories and all of that.
Sweetheart.
Oh, there was sound. Look, Reality's going to tell her to wake her ass up.
We see you, my dear.
We see you. Your camera's on, Brittany.
Hey, Britt. Sweetheart.
Was that soundbite just placed over it or something? Because Brittany's talking and we don't hear her.
Really aggravating because it fucking.
Oh, it's aggravating. It's aggravating because fucking. That is so bad. Ellie went to, wow, she accidentally, I don't know. Maybe she tried to mute or unmute and accidentally turned the camera on. I don't know. Imagine being a new sub and told that BJ fell in a pothole when she disappears for 17 minutes and to call a wrecker. What is going on? The slack-jawed mouth hanging, there we go, open is a nod symptom due to loss of muscle control from the meds, usually opiates. But yeah, we're just going to keep being told that we're assholes, we're inciting people, we're lying. She was reading her phone. Okay. That's a good question. When did she disappear for 17 minutes? Imagine how many times this happens when her camera is off. That's what I keep saying. If the few times her camera was on and we saw this, every time she says, hold on, she's nodding. It happens more than we even realize, and it's not normal. And the people that are trying to normalize this, justify it, excuse it, I'm sorry, but shame on all of you. Research it. Look it up. This isn't falling asleep. She's not even yawning. And if she was simply tired, don't you think she would simply say, I'm going to go to bed? It just blows my mind that people try to act like this is normal. That this is no big deal. That it's just her reading her phone. Let me grab this. And why is Brittany acting like I'll be right here tomorrow doing the same old, doing her thing? Of course you will. You're not looking at jail time, you misfit, you reject. Of course you'll still be here. Acting like you're what? Like everybody thinks you're going to go to jail or something? No, we all know what you're going to do. You're going to call the courts either today or tomorrow. You're going to request a Zoom because you didn't know you had to be there, which is why you're going to wait last minute for it. We're already prepared for what you're going to do. Because their hate for you and Clue is greater than their concern for the 3 innocent. Oh, probably. Probably. No, of course it's not normal. But, all right, let's start with this. Is it normal for somebody to be awake throughout the entire night? Once in the chat, if you find that to be abnormal, that people aren't usually wide awake throughout the night. Or she'll say she wasn't served, but she was, and we have proof that she was served. And she acknowledged publicly that she was served. So that won't work. Mike, thank you for the full send on Kick. Irish Eyes for the skull emoji. I tried to hide, but you guys found me there. Now, I'm sure they had everything packed up. Oh, yeah, hold on. It's abnormal for grown folks to be awake all throughout the night. Okay, so we got that. Is it normal for somebody to constantly fall asleep while they're live streaming? No. And the fact that we even have to break it down in like abnormal behaviors when people should just know what's up. I mean, none of this shit is normal. Some crackhead ass shit. Care what anybody says. If these people were your neighbors and they were up all night, like, you feel like these fucking, my neighbors, man, they're some fucking crackheads cooking dinner at 3 a.m. And Brittany says, who gives a fuck if I'm cooking dinner at 3 a.m.? It's hot. How many of us live in a hot area? Does that mean our kids have to starve till the middle of the night because it's fucking hot? Are you kidding me? Get an air fryer. Get a barbecue grill. Cook things that don't require the oven. What do you mean? Because it's hot. Son coming in there asking for some chicken at 1:30 a.m. She's acknowledged it, Sunflower. Yeah, she knows. She's acknowledged it. Because she said, she acknowledged that she was in receipt of my lawyer's paper that reminded her of court. You know, part of the procedure to do that. They eat all day long. Junk food. What does this say? And DoorDash. They turn on the microwave, doesn't flip the breaker. That's so sad. I'm sorry. Maybe. Kim, thank you so much for being here for 24 months. Thank you. I don't know why she cooks when they eat out all the time. Does she actually cook, though? Good morning, Daddy's baby girl. Common sense is not her strong suit. No. It's already 87 degrees in Texas. Yeah. And like you can, whatever. Reality won't let anyone talk about it because it's none of our business. But it's on a public live stream, which makes it everybody's business. She made chicken and dumplings in the middle of the night the other night. My God, can you imagine? She's over a stove while looking like this. The danger. Right. The reminder was my lawyer hiking up the bill. We have that to present to the judge. Yeah. I'm sure a judge is going to love that. Your Honor, they sent me a reminder to hike up the bill. Except for it's written in the procedural law that you have to do that. Oh my God, you're right. Are you nuts? There wasn't there? Nobody believes she made chicken and dumplings. She probably opened up a can of Campbell's soup. I love grilled food. We even use it in the snow and rain. It's probably so great to use the grill when it's like cold or rainy or not expected to use it. What's her excuse in the middle of a cold winter at 3 a.m.? She's still cooking. You're right. You're so right. I'm about tired of her fucking using her children. You're out here not now like this, and then you want to. Oh, you're out here not and out like this, and then you want to use your children. Get the fuck out of here. I read through your typo. I got it. Someone in her chat last night said tomorrow will be a great day. It sure will. Because Brittany's going in thinking she gets to present evidence that I'm a big meanie to her. And that's going to be enough to negate all of this. That's what they're thinking. We already know the way Brittany operates, and we're fully prepared for it. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna meet Bernad Sue. She's coming to the court hearing. I look forward to it. I don't know, Kaboom. We haven't seen anything about it. Thank you, Jen Sparky. I hope the best for you, Granny. Right, beautiful disaster. And they said that I'm a fat, wasteful piece of shit. Here's the thing. We're going to the same courtroom that already deemed Brittany a frivolous litigant and a public figure. This whole thing is because Brittany sent me a C&D that requested I respond And I did. And then she didn't. War Eagle's surprise is probably that they're all going to be there via Zoom. No, Jason. And that while they're there via Zoom, actually, I bet you I know what it is. I bet you I know what it is. Hold on. Let me ask if I can say this. I know what it is. Hold on, I'm just making sure I can say it. No, War Eagle said Lesniak is representing Beach. Oh, nuh-uh. I hope so, Petty. That would be fantastic. Because War Eagle won't be able to present herself as, I, War Eagle, swear to tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that won't work. If I remember correctly, didn't Boach Nonsense infer that they were going to your court case against Naughty Tweak Face? I don't know. I don't recall that. Nope, she has not submitted a witness list. Nope. Yeah, if Lasniak was representing, he would have had to have entered his appearance. He definitely isn't. And matter of fact, they already said that Lasniak wouldn't represent her for this. Who said that anyway? Let me see if I can, I'm waiting to see if I can say it. She can argue. No, there's no argument. But because I think I know what it is. If I do, I'd rather just bust their, their little bubble now. You know what I mean? She could try to, I'm sure, Anastasia. I don't know. It won't do her any good is my whole point. I think it's too late for all of that. She would have to pay more. Or people are going to be on that Zoom call. Right. Well, we're expecting that. We're fully prepared for everything that they can possibly do. So okay. I'm at least going to write what I think it is until I get permission in private chat. And this way I can prove to you all that I knew it and it wasn't much of a surprise to me. But I don't know if I'm going to put it publicly. All right. Here it is. Number. And how does her judgment go all at once? Allowed to make payments? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sure. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on it until I know. Good morning, Brenda. Because she was grifting for new tires the other day. Yep. She'll cry financial hardship, I'm sure. Well, that's fine. She, who's not having financial hardship? I don't know, Mama's broken heart. Dang it, I need this to load. Hold on. We're not worried about whatever you got planned, Bernard and War Schmiegel. I can assure you none of you are further ahead than a practicing attorney. That I can assure you. Okay, here it goes. All right. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Hello.
What up, girl? What you doing?
Not much.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to come up and tell you that fuck all this bullshit. I saw shit that went down. I heard shit yesterday I could not even believe, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry you had to hear that shit. That shit is wild as fuck. I don't know how you could sit here and
actually didn't hear anything, to be honest. I got little snippets of what was said, but I didn't hear anything. I didn't pay attention to any of that.
I heard 5 minutes and I literally had to just put the phone down and shut it off because the hypocrisy is wild.
Yeah. See, there's this idea that I have a bunch of runnets or whatever people want to call it, busybody nobodies, but people around me, they don't tell me this shit. Like I did this a long time ago. Those who are close to me that have access to me, they don't tell me anything. What I don't know can't hurt me, and I don't want to know. And that's what it is. I purposely ignore things for this reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's wise. I mean, because sometimes it's just like, it's the internet. But my problem with yesterday was, how are you going to say that? I'm trying to word it in a way that is not so mean, but like, how are you going to sit here and say that you were friends with somebody, but then come out your ass yesterday and say that you weren't, or like that you just sat back and dealt with all the shit? It's just wild. Like, you thought these people, like it was almost like she said, you know what? Never mind. Because if you didn't hear it, I don't even want to say it. It's just crazy.
I prefer not to know. Yeah.
I get
prefer
that.
not to know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's just, and it's all because there's people that repeat things wrong. This idea that like here, my biggest thing, because I know one thing that was said, because I saw somebody make a community post, is that I chose Clue over that person. No, I didn't. And why the fuck was I in a position to choose anyway? Why did I have to choose? Why every time there's a falling out am I looked at to choose? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't. Yeah, it's
not that deep. Like, at the end of the day, you have a channel. You have your established followers for fucking years already. Like, this isn't new. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, move on, motherfuckers. It just makes no sense.
The only thing I don't like is the idea that like nothing has been being said. And it's like, yeah, actually a lot's been being said. It's just all been ignored. So
yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
And you're in your lane, and BJ's already showing. I mean, that nod off was so apparent. And I actually questioned myself and went back and watched it again. And I'm like, no, that's a not out. She's going to end up staying up all night long before court, because that's what she did with Julie. She stayed up all fucking night. And it's just the cycle. It's like rinse and repeat with BJ. Rinse and repeat. And she is so emboldened with her new supporters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, her new hate founders is so sweet.
Yes. Yes.
But it won't take them all long to see either. This is what Brittany does. She might get some people in because of whoever she's talking about, or, you know, whatever. One, why do you want those type of people? And the same even goes for, you know, like I was told I was a liar, that War Eagle was not welcomed anywhere. Oh, really? You guys want to tell me now still that I'm a liar? We literally see these people interacting with War Eagle, but I lied back then? Okay,
Right.
whatever. But why, like, does Brittany want to have the same people that sat in a chat for a year and a half, 2 years going at her just to hate on? Like, don't tell me about standing on morals or standing on integrity or standing on any of that when you're suddenly okay with the same people you talked shit about and called out. It's wild to me. I'll never get it.
And yesterday, one of the things I heard with that from BJ is Jay will smear her ass all over the floor, meaning you. Yeah. Well, BJ, what gives you the fucking idea that Jay would do that?
Right. Like, is it because she did it to you for 2 years?
Listen, yes. I mean, the shit that Jay has said, I'll mock your DV and all that. It's like, come on now. And Granny hasn't been talking about either of you guys. Like,
well, that's what gets on my nerves too. Like, oh, Granny switched up. First off, Coco, you Coco for years ago, right? I normally don't talk about subscribers, but let me go ahead and do it. First, let me thank you, TGK. Thank you so much. I don't know, Great and Grace, but Coco was a subscriber that I forget what it was, but she wanted my attention. She wanted me to defend something. I didn't, whatever. Then she came back around. Then she goes. Then she comes back around. Then she goes. I'm not the one that fucking switched up. I'm not the one that suddenly turned around one day and said, you know what? I don't like any of these people. They're all up to this and that and da. Why haven't we seen the end of the circle? That for forever now, for at least 6, 7 months now, 8 months now, has been told, I'm going to show you all. I'm going to show you all. I uncovered all this shit. I'm going to show you all. Then show it. Why isn't it being shown? Because you can't put it's not coherent. You can't put it coherently. So when this person, when these people turn around, they decide to file in that very next day or whatever, they no longer like anybody. I'm the one that switched up though. How?
Yeah.
How?
Not at all. Not at all. It's all an illusion. It's all for fucking glory and clout when it's really not about that. Like, it's just, don't go that deep. I mean, damn.
I do believe.
Go ahead.
I do believe that it is believed that there's some big, like, underground conspiracy thing going on. I full-heartedly believe that they believe that. And I tried to understand it. I can't quite connect it myself. And quite frankly, I don't even think it's as big as they're making it out to be. Like, it's weird to me. Okay, that's what it is. It's weird to me because it's like, oh, so and so's working with so and so, and they're working with that night, and they're doing this, and they're all doing this, and it's all. But for what? For what? At the end of the day, for what? What would the end result be? Like, this is YouTube, and then there's the real world. What's the end result of so and so working with so and so and I don't get it, and I never did, and I can't. But I do believe that they believe that, and I feel sorry that they believe that. I feel sorry that they believed so much so that these people were doing what they turned out to do.
Mm-hmm. And is that what you're doing in the background to lead you to believe some shit like that? Like, people don't, like, I don't operate like that. I don't mix the two. It's insane. We're here for entertainment. We're here to go over stuff, review this, that, and the other. And you got these bitches over there sitting and just bringing it real life. Granny wouldn't have had to go real life only but to defend her fucking self. You know what I'm saying? You had to defend yourself. People supported you before, but now they're saying they don't support you now. Oh, well, stay over there. Don't come over here.
Yeah, I really just don't care.
Right. Right.
But it's being made out that there's a big conspiracy. I know that. Some subscribers know that, but others don't. Do I think there are people that are in the background talking to people that they don't publicly acknowledge? Yeah, absolutely. Do I think that people didn't get rid of supposedly crime reels when they said they would? Yeah, sure. But so what? Like, what are these people, like, what is the big, and I don't get it. Maybe that's why, but I don't get what is the big end goal. I don't even think it's a matter of wanting to sit with Jay. I think she's sitting with Jay because there was nowhere else to sit because she didn't like Jay. I don't.
Not at all.
A lot of people are blaming Nonsense's actions on Jay, and it's not. It's just an easy cop out to say, "Oh, she got in her head," or "She's the reason she's doing this," or whatever, and it's not. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not.
I don't know how anybody can sit with Jay.
I don't get where it came from. I don't understand it. I don't, I don't know why it was like, oh, well, I just don't fucking get it. And I'm not going to be made out to be the bad guy because I didn't go along and run alongside her with a narrative that I didn't fucking understand. And I don't even know where it fully came from. I'm just not. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's crazy. I hate all of this. And I still to this day have not said a bad word about her. I haven't said a bad word about her. The most I said was yesterday about the whole stay away from Jay, blah, blah, blah. And then today.
Well, at some point when Jay was in BJ's chat, Reality said something go ahead.
I'm sorry. Let me address this really quick. Don't think for 1 minute I'm new to YouTube and I don't know and keep record of everything, not just messages. Let me just say that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Not just messages. I've learned a long time ago because of situations like this to never take a phone call and not have it recorded.
And
I'll be 100 with it. It is awful, but it's because of situations like this.
Right. Let's see it. And yesterday, I will say this, Granny, yesterday, Reality, said to Jay on panel, she was like, well, if Jay will cover her, meaning you, and Jay was like, I haven't been talking about her.
Because the fact of the matter is, me and Jay didn't have this big falling out. Everybody else had a big falling out. Right, I'm not brand new, be fancy. Never have been.
So, I mean, there's that. I mean, take what you will. But I mean, she did say that. She's like, and I was like, why do you feel like that's going to happen, Reality? You know what I mean? Like they're so.
That's what it is. They're wishful thinking. They're trying to get, and it's crazy. And then, listen, I get it. I get that people want or need, content, but blame Jess in our community because no one cared about her Julie coverage. Well, I heard the other day that I inserted myself into Brittany and Julie's court, but I also heard 100 times over that I didn't insert myself enough. So, I really don't fucking get it. I don't care.
Yeah. It was absolutely like that. People were complaining that, oh, yeah. And I addressed this yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Shit. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
I've received plenty of emails that this is nothing new. That's all I was going to say. I've had people come out of the woodworks with emails to say, hey, this is my experience, this experience, this is this. And it's nothing new. And you can say, I also received correspondence that others have had where she's bad-mouthing Jay. I'm not really looking to do all that. It's obvious. You can go back and listen to her own content. They warned Jay about the dog handler being fake and blah, blah, blah. You can all hear it yourself. I'm not looking to have this big get back and forth. She may hate me now, but I never hated her. I never even understood why any of this happened. And quite frankly, I'm tired of shit like this happening because I feel like the content that others received from me, that's fine. You can think that all you want, Tara, because you don't know if I was in Pennsylvania or not. And actually, it's only wiretapping if you do certain actions with it, Tara. But good try, sweetheart. I have a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. The fact that shit like this even happens on the internet just sucks entirely. Like, how does somebody turn around one day, but the facts aren't even there? Then get the fuck out of my chat. You don't stand with facts. You're one of the people that go back and forth running your mouth because you don't like the way certain people say shit. That's what the fuck you run with. You run from chat to chat, talking shit, running your mouth, stirring shit up so you can get a little pat on the back. Congratulations. Here's your pat on the back. Can't stand people like you.
Right. My dad's
Go ahead
fave
and
always
hype somebody
starting
up
shit.
and not look at the fact that they're just spiraling. Go ahead and do that. Say everybody else around this person's a bad person, yet ask yourselves, why the fuck were they cool with them for over 2 years if everybody's such a bad person? Why didn't they speak up sooner? Why just now? And the community before that, and the community before that, and the friend before that, and the friend before that. Me and my people been here.
Right.
That's what I think happened. I think, whatever. I don't even need to think. It just is what it is, and I'm over it.
Mm-hmm. So it's like you're damned if you stand up for something. Like I heard, and I'm just going to say this myself, I heard Nonsense say yesterday that, well, why aren't you, Granny, why aren't you standing up and speaking out over the bitter tea bullshit? And I'm going,
I did.
But what I'm saying is, who the fuck are you to say who should be talking about what? And how are you going to sit there and say that because, and so you did, I didn't hear it, but good. I mean, but my response was,
twice now.
Why the
First
fuck?
off, I'm not subscribed to Bitter Tea, so I didn't even know it happened until I heard Hartley's clip, and I absolutely spoke out about it. But I don't have to speak out about anything that's being done to Brittany. I don't have to speak unless my heart desires to speak. That's just that. Just like Brittany's moderator said all that horrific shit about my kids, and Brittany said, well, why would I defend her? Why the fuck do I have to? Why do I have to say anything? What if I simply don't give a fuck? There's so much shit I ignore all the time. Why do I have to acknowledge that? But I did acknowledge it. Just like I acknowledged Julie doing family trees back when everybody was still cool with her. It was acknowledged.
Shit is just wild that people have expectations that they shouldn't have.
Drives me crazy.
Yes.
Been here forever and staying here. What the crock with 55 months. Thank you, What the crock. Right, why do I have to call out Bitter Tea? I'm not involved with her.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Right, like Luna Bin said. Anybody calling out BJ, looking in a clue and GW? Is that being called out? The new messages that just came out? Why, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's, and that's right? Nonsense kept saying, I don't expect Granny to call out the Julie thing. I don't expect Granny to acknowledge all this, but you did expect it. You do have these expectations. And when people fall short of your expectations, you try to diminish them as a person. The fact of the matter is, as good as Nonsense wants to say she was a friend of mine, I was also a good friend of hers.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I didn't mean to get you worked up. I didn't mean that. It was just a thing that I heard that was just completely ridiculous for somebody to say that you should stand up for something when it had nothing to do with you. So my apologies if I don't mean to get you riled up.
No, sorry. It's just stupid. It just sucks. It's one part I hate about YouTube.
What did you do this weekend?
Girl, that ain't gonna work.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but it is what it is. Just is what it is. Just like they twisted, oh, I lied about there being another moderator. It was always, no, it wasn't. You have no idea what you're talking about. You people just pull shit out. They pull shit out of their asses. Some of them just pull shit out of their asses. Sinner with Fire, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. I agree. And Kick is not YouTube, it's another platform. Why are they? You know what else, Tara? I can't stand people like you, and I'll tell you why. Because on one hand, you people sit around and act like you guys are tired of the real life, tired of people, with the lawsuits and this and that. But then you come in, you draw some criminal code. First off, fucking sue me then. Accuse me of wiretapping and fucking sue me. Go ahead and do that. Secondly, you're the same people, though, that are over dramatizing everything. And you're the same people that overlook, it's okay to FOIA if you're doing this. It's okay to write to a prosecutor if you're doing it for this reason. It's okay to insert yourself so much so that you're mentioned at a court hearing. Well, because you guys believe it's okay because you stand on what you stand on. But then still point your fingers at others because it's not okay when so-and-so does it, or this is wrong, or that is wrong. Well, who are you all to say what is wrong and what isn't? Who are you all to say where the line is drawn? There is no drawn line at this point anymore. And the more people recognize that, the better off you'll be. Stop trying to hold people accountable to where you believe the moral line is when you yourself overcross it all the time. Nobody in this sector is better than anybody, or you wouldn't be in this sector. Nobody sits on a pedestal here. Nobody's above anybody. Nobody's higher than anybody. We're all tragedy pimps. You can say you're calling them out, but you're doing the same fucking thing as the person you're calling out. Everybody's in the same fucking muddy arena here. It's stupid. Stupid to act otherwise.
Yes. It's just crazy. Like, support who you want to. You don't have to like make a grand exit or anything like that. Just be real and enjoy yourself on the internet if you can, because this ain't it.
I'm just tired of people that, on one hand, want to make everything like there's some people that blur the line between YouTube and the real world. And it's so intertwined that like things are so fucking serious when they don't need to be. What I find serious is the lawsuits that I'm in, the way these things have impacted my real life, all of that. I don't really give a fuck who's secretly talking to Kramen, who's secretly talking to crime of reels, and who's doing this and who's doing that. I said it 100 times over. I don't believe for 1 minute that Jay was ever working with that night, because nothing I ever confided in Jay with became part of my record with that night. People can try to intertwine it and muddy it and make these accusations and this and that. I don't believe it, because none of it has ever came to be in the real world. It has never surpassed a YouTube live stream. And there are some people that are so riled up in this, they're so enthralled in it, that they can't disconnect. And it's sad. And it breaks my heart for them. And at the end of the day, I cared greatly for Nonsense. I trusted her. I wanted to believe that she was a good person, that her intents were pure, that she meant what she said. I didn't switch up. I didn't do anything differently. I went to her several times privately to prevent anything like this from happening. If she wants to hate me because I stayed friendly with Clue, but you were friendly with Clue a week prior, fine, whatever, so be it. At the end of the day, though, this is crazy. All of it is crazy. Unnecessary. I mean, suddenly it's hiding when you're on Kick. Was it hiding when they were going on Kick? Like suddenly my gives and goes are questionable. Were they questionable when you were asking me if I needed you to throw a fundraiser for me? And what was my response? If I was out here just taking all this money and not spending it where it needs to be, why wouldn't I say to you, yes, I do need another I need another fundraiser? Why would I tell you how much was raised? Why would I do any of that? I trusted her. And shame on me for doing so. Because I should have fucking known.
Well, you got to just keep it moving and pick yourself up. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's what a lot of people say, BioBo, that they're disappointed.
Yeah, it is what
like
it is.
you get close to somebody and you have that feeling and it's like a shocker. It's crazy.
Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming out of the bushes. It's just stupid. I do, doxing. That's why you get used. That's why you don't know if people act. It's just, I hate it. Whatever. That's what I'm saying, Agent. I don't understand it either. But it's they've been trying to get this response. They've been trying to get me to acknowledge what they're over there saying. Like, it's okay to attack my moderators. It's okay to go back. Does anybody else find it weird that somebody goes back over 2-3 months worth of live streams and highlights people's fucking comments and that's content? Now tell me, how wrong would I be if I decide right now to pull up Earth's photo on my fucking screen from a public live stream and show you all who she is, and then I decide to go over her history and all her comments and all of that? It doesn't matter what they are, Sassy. It's what you do with the call. If the calls are kept for my personal record for the career that I am and they're not publicized, it doesn't matter. You don't think I checked this already? It's not until you publicize it that it becomes an issue. You really think she's going to, yeah, I mean, go ahead and try. You know what I mean? Go ahead and do it. I think Big Girl dropped down. Sure am. Lori Girl with the 14 months. Woo woo, love being a felon melon. Hell yeah. Thank you for being here. Exactly, Jackie Blue. You do have to. You do have to. You have to do that to protect yourself. They all got together and move you all the views and subs on YouTube because they actually believe we will watch them. I don't know, Saudi mamas. No, they're weird. Those are weird. They're weird videos. They make no fucking sense. But this is who Earth has always been. Another one that jumps from community to community to community to community. Okay? From person to person to person to person. Hold on. Give me 1 second to look this up. I'm still waiting if I can tell you all what I believe is their big move tomorrow. Canceled all memberships. I was paying for every one of their channels. I don't watch any of them anymore. I won't. Add my morals I live by. I never wanted to make anybody have to choose. Go ahead and take your time. Thank you, Jason. Got to make that very clear, huh? Where do little ships come from? Birthing canals. Good one, James. Good one. Now giving her watch over here. Thank you, Lurker. Thank you, Tonky. I appreciate that. Art's always acting like she wants to fight somebody. Would you like to click a link? Hey, Granny, just wondering why your mod tattoo says she was going to follow me around CrimeCon Vegas. That's something I've been curious about. To be honest with you, tattoos does her own fucking thing. I didn't know she said it. I don't know why she said it. And she can answer that herself. I have no idea. Actually, I didn't, flip-floppers. I didn't record that phone call. It was after all of that took place, being in the lawsuit and everything else going on, that you can't trust anybody. And I'm pretty sure that person has stated themselves they record. And I don't give a fuck if anybody's mad about it. Be the fuck mad about it. I don't care. Literally said, even though it was not a RICO in the beginning, the last 6 months seemed like one. Why would she say something like that? It just really bothered me. Because people they're not really who they say they are. They don't stand on what they claim to stand on. Granny, no good luck for tomorrow. You got this. It's my bedtime. Good night, new kid. Thank you for being here. Can't stand these people. No, I appreciate you asking. I get it. I think it's crazy that I just think it's weird. I think it's fucking weird that somebody who was fine over here, mind you, they're just a go along where they fit in type of person, which is fine because I can't wait for that drop, goes back over to old screens, okay, and then starts recording, starting people's comments. It's weird. It's fucking weird. You look goofy. And none of the comments are horrific. Like, it's not like you have these big gotcha moments. They're all public. Oh, no. You're seeing public comments? It's weird. Thank you, Cat63. I appreciate that. Remember, for 13 months, my favorite number. Snakes be snaking and vultures be vulturing. I'll stand with Granny all day before I fall for that crap. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate it. I think some of these people were never anybody's until they came over here, so I really don't care where they landed. Irish Eyes, thank you for the full send. Actually, I prefer you guys stop typing their names in my chat. I think they've gotten enough off of us. I intentionally don't say certain things for that reason. We're not here to further advertise. It is what it is at the end of the day, and that's it. I just don't understand the true colors and Renee because they don't make sense to me. It was something that came out of nowhere. Exactly, Calval. I was shocked to see the following she had in this community because she could never get more than 20 in her lives in the drama community. I agree. And that's why I constantly say to people, not everybody who goes at Brittany is a good person. Not everybody deserves your support. Some people don't even have good intentions. And unfortunately, it's too long until you find that out. Sucks. Exactly, Sly. Keep hitting it. It's probably Brittany. It has been, Stephanie, but it's exactly what they've been hoping for. And then, like I said, they do this thing where, just like Brittany, poke, 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 little jab here, little jab there. You respond and they're like a victim or something. Like you came out of nowhere, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. And no, not everybody likes everybody. Not everybody's personalities get along. Not everybody supports everybody. Just because others put everybody in a they label doesn't mean that they all support each other. But some of us can adult and be in the same arena, be in the same area, and not go at each other's throats. And unfortunately, others can't. Others can't do that. Tonka, thank you so much for the gifted. Right, Raven. A lot of people feel that way. Thank you to Captain Lee for taking a moment to hit the thumbs up. Same, but I don't fear that as my gut felt of others. Hey, Latchkey. I have a question for you, Jay, if you're still here. How can you suddenly support Brittany? Like everything you saw, everything you acknowledged, none of that changed. You see her nodding out again. You hear her up all night, live streaming. Like nothing has changed. So I'm curious what changed that you now support that, or you're okay, or even with Sinner, right? Like I get it, abusive men are abusive men, right? But why advertise him? That's the shit I don't understand. Sherry, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Sure can play it. Shit's crazy to me. Like people don't have like this sudden like awakening. They're like, oh yeah, you know what? Granny bad, so Brittany good. Or, oh, all of a sudden I don't like her, so now I'm going to say there's something shady with her. Gives and goes. Like what? What is it? Nothing.
Saw him not long ago at the
Lady A. Montgomery, that's going out. She was going under.
Got a great 37 years old. Big wheels. Little guy review. He's gonna get it when you just want somebody else's.
I mean, it's just nodding.
Straight.
Straight nodding.
Go get him. Go look down and laugh on you when you look down. Go look down. So.
Yeah. Do you remember her being Lady Montgomery, or does
Yes.
anybody else?
Yes, I have that name. And that's when she was back then with Quentin Simon and the item.
Yeah. Do you remember? Hey, just the RN.
Put it this way. If I would have agreed and joined in on going at Julie, there wouldn't be a problem here today. Let that sink in. Coconut, thank you for the full send. Just Irish, thank you for the skull emoji. Watch this part.
Josie, she called CPS on Brittany and came on prayers. Yes.
Oh man, Lindsey Graham passed away?
What?
I mean, that right there, that's all you need to see. That is the worst nod. But then you add in the stuff that she has said to victims and their families, the disrespect of the cases she covers. If you want to take the, I just call out tragedy pimp aspect of it, you can take that aspect of it. None of this has changed about her. I don't get it. There are people that, that change, or they switch up, or they act different. But to run, it's just wild to me. It happens midnight. It's the politics of YouTube. From the noddest of the highest. Right. The only thing that changed is humiliating exposure. End of. Right. It's actually gotten worse since the baby. You didn't do what they demanded, so you are a new target. Crazy work. It's just such a it's so fucking eerie. It's the most uncomfortable feeling. Not knowing. What is she? Hold on. What are you even saying? Where was all this said at, UA? Because I hear this a lot, right? And no disrespect to you, but it's always from people who strongly dislike the person. They're like, oh yeah, they were saying this about you and that about you, and oh, she was saying this comment and that comment, but yet I never heard it. I never seen it. And that's really not that big of a thing. And actually, I don't believe that, and I'll tell you why. Because Jay was never the morning slot. I was. I'm the one that went live in the mornings. They use on victims' families. They don't give interviews on their panel. They target them as the perpetrator. Yeah, you're not blocked. I'm not responsible for what Bitter Tea does any more than I'm responsible for my own mods do. Thank you, Click Here. We'll be sure to do that. Hey, Moody Mary. It's good to see you. No, Spill Tea. Jay didn't answer anything because you guys fucking went wild in the chat. But Brittany's the one that came out and said everybody has it wrong about that DV report. First, Brittany tried saying that wasn't even Craig. It was Craig's, whatchamacallit, it was Craig's father. And then suddenly it was Craig, but everybody had it wrong. They had it all backwards. Well, she's not responsible for her mods. I never said Brittany is responsible for her mods. I hold her mods responsible. But I'm sorry, if one of my mods says some wild ass shit, no, I'm a puff and I'm not, but it's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming in. I'm not asking anybody to treat anybody with grace. I'm just telling you that's probably why they didn't respond again or they left. I don't know. But whatchamacallit, now I got distracted and forget what I was saying. Oh, Brittany's mods. If any of my mods ever called Brittany's kid are you really? I'm a puffin? I have not seen you, girl. Literally have not seen you. Maybe because the chat's moving. I don't know. Whatchamacallit, the shit, a homophobic slur and was talking wild like that, I would call them out. Just like I've called out others that have said shit about Brittany and Brittany's kids and all of that. That's the only part I look at Brittany for, like, oh, okay, you're so above board. You guys don't go real life and you never done anything and none of that. But your moderator can sit there and say some wild ass shit on children. That's crazy to me. She never once spoke out about what her mod was saying. Instead, matter of fact, Brittany's quote was, why would I stand up for anything to do with Granny? But yet when it happens to Brittany, everybody's supposed to always stop, go look, defend her, speak up. Fuck that. Sorry about that, Ima. I confused you or something because that just blew my mind. My opinion, I think BJ was the aggressor, and that is why she didn't get and says we don't have it correct. I can't wait to see her big surprise tomorrow because I promise you we got a bigger one. That's what I'm saying. It's just Irish. You know how many times I've literally found out my mod said or did something like this, and sometimes I'll go to them and be like, yo, the fuck are you doing? Can you chill out? Most of the time I don't even know until I hear it from the internet. I just, these people are wild. Sure did. Be nice. Sure did. Won't be doing it anymore. Don't give a fuck. Not my place, not my business. Don't care. Everything Brittany has going on. How about Brittany saying how goofy Justin was for being okay with Queen and Laura, claiming Justin was never friends with Laura, just became friends with Laura because he fell out with Brittany, which is so not true. Which is so not fucking true. Because while back when, it was Molly, Justin, Laura, they were all a little crew. But this is what Brittany does. The same thing she did when it came to nonsense. They don't like me because Granny got in their head. They don't like me because they drank Granny's Kool-Aid or Clue's Kool-Aid or Queen's Kool-Aid, whatever it may be. Saying Justin looks crazy hanging around with those people because he didn't like them. But what's wild is Brittany hanging around with Jay, playing Nonsense's videos, saying, I wish Nonsense would give me a chance. Do you? Do you? After 2 years of relentless content, do you? But you have the nerve to say shit about Justin? I didn't see Justin restreaming Queen every day or Laura every day. I didn't see Queen or Laura restreaming Justin every day or going at him every day or making him a daily content. And you have the nerve to say he looks some type of way? Really? Fucking insane. Absolutely insane. Thank you, Cold Case. As he screenshot this, I don't ever really see him. But it's the lack of awareness. And that's what people like her always do. It's typical of somebody who I believe to be narcissistic because she shows the traits to behave that way. Now, it's not that people don't like her because of her own actions. No, it's because somebody else got to her. Everybody else brainwashed everybody. You even have Brittany's moderators come out in a chat that Brittany has not acknowledged, listing out the reasons why they no longer fuck with her. Oh, no, they drank the Kool-Aid. And that's why nothing with Brittany ever changes, and it never will. Because she will never, ever hold a mirror up to herself and acknowledge that it could be her. Nonsense was the first to go after BJ on 4/1/2024, so before the RICO. So you can stop that narrative, Brittany. Because I remember I went up on one of Nonsense's panel, or she came up on mine. I don't know which. And I said to her, why do you keep saying my name like that in this weird, condescending fucking way? What's an attorney going to do now? She already lost and can't speak. Right, she can't offer an argument. I don't know what they don't get. Jess doesn't even go live every day. How the fuck did she take her time slot? I don't believe it was said because it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't fit the narrative. And Clue warned BJ time and time again to stop talking about her. Everybody did. Everybody did. Oh, thank you so much, What the Crock. Can we celebrate tomorrow? Well, let's hope it goes in our favor first. Let's wait and see. Coconut, thank you so much for the full send. ASU sent a rage quit. One sleep. That's right. I'm sick and tired of the rewriting past history. Oh, I know. It's absolutely insane to me. It was, Gare. Think about the way threats were made to deep dive GW's GoFundMe because she has 2. Yeah. She didn't have a problem with that this whole time, though. 2's one because one is because there's Tony in Oklahoma, and one is because of the RICO in PA. I didn't find it appropriate to mix the 2, so there was 2. And that their give sign goes. No, but I wrote it in private chat, Spill Tea, so when I'm right, I can show you all that I knew it was coming, and it's not quite a surprise. I don't think that's very I don't know. I don't think that's very suspicious, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I would have intertwined the 2, people would have said that was wrong as well, right? Hell, I don't even push them that often. Whatever. It is what it is. Deep dive whatever you want. Yeah, because there's two different litigations. There is. There's Oklahoma. There's the RICO. There's, you know what I mean? They're separate. Exactly, oldies. It's ridiculous. That was weird. The little hot girl is weird. A mother making a comment like, you're never too old. Okay, that can just be her own stupidity, the way she, babies her own babies, whatever, right? But the fact that he said little girl hot, there's no, you can't misinterpret that. Exactly, up to good. I figured that out a long time ago. Right, Latchkey? That's why he's representing me in two separate matters here and then one over there. I mean, it's crazy. She will use. She already did with Julie. She works the system, absolutely. Well, you're not entitled to representation in a civil matter. That's only in criminal. That's why when they read you and they say to you, you have the right to remain silent. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Because in criminal, you have the right to be represented. You don't have that in civil court. Matter of fact, that when White Boy was going for the RO with JLR, the judge literally said to him, no, you don't. You don't get that. Good morning, Firefly. Yeah, do you think she'll have a big butt like you? Or it was, I hope she has a big butt. Sherry, thank you for the rage quit. You didn't write a message with it. Thank you. Everything, a lot of things Craig says is creepy. I don't know how people ignore that shit. Especially when you're calling out other men for being weird, but just fly past that shit. Way more than I raised, Gary. I can assure everybody of that. Oh, they haven't spoken about it? Wow. I love how's Cricket since the dark side put out the clips on Craig's comments on Little Girl Hot. Wasn't Brittany and Craig saying prove it, threatening that it was defamation? What are you guys doing in the chat? He didn't say what we all heard. Stop lying on BJ. Right, my bad. We're all just, It couldn't have been clearer. He literally said that. And, she's little girl hot. It's different than woman hot. He's talking about how he would dispose of a body. And then they wonder why there's the people like what UA and Bitter T were saying, why that exists. Now, again, and I said this before, replace the things that Craig says and let's put, I don't know, Chris Proudfoot's name there. Chris Proudfoot was speaking about how to hide a body. Chris Proudfoot said, little girl hot. Chris Proudfoot said, go ahead and replace it. Katie Proudfoot said, you're never too old to sleep with mom. Katie Proudfoot said, and watch how different everybody's tones are. It's fucking weird. Weird is weird. Don't matter who said it. If I said some shit like that, I expect to be called out on it. That shit is weird. If I had a man in my background talking about breeding a cat with his 8-inch cock, I'd expect for it to be called out. That shit is weird. Y'all too busy trying to make something out of nothing. That the shit that really matters is being overskirted, overlooked. Yeah, let's instead deep dive why there's two Givesango's. I'll solve it for you. One's for Oklahoma, one's for PA. Boom. End results. There we are. Melissa Reed, thank you. For a snack after court tomorrow. Thank you. I happen to love their hot dog stands. I actually have to get the retainer tomorrow, too. Right, beautiful disaster. All the people that have come against us before are no longer here. Some y'all know about, some you don't. What the fuck's that mean? That is some creepy shit. Okay? But let's look at it, look over it. Let's instead, find out why people are hiding on public platforms like Kick. Damn, girl, you're still going on about that? Hope all the other mods fess up soon too and put out all the pics included. Kelsey got it all. No, it doesn't, Casual Art. It helps a lot, but it doesn't fully cover it. No. It'd be great if it did. Shouldn't even be fucking happening. Wish you all the very best for tomorrow, Jess. We'll be thinking of you. Thank you, Goody. I appreciate that. These weren't threats, y'all just making stuff up. They could be, because I didn't listen for myself, but I'm not going to listen. I certainly know she didn't listen for herself because she didn't hear it. She repeated it wrong. Did you light your amazing candles yet? No. They're so pretty, but I haven't. BJ got an attorney? No. We don't know that for sure. There's nobody listed on the docket. I guess somebody somewhere, I don't even know, claimed that Lasniak was representing her. I assure you he's not. So I don't know where that came from. Thank you, Just a Little Floater. La Chinga, thank you for the full send. Jav, thank you for the full send. Thank you, Rangers. I appreciate that. This is so fucking exhausting. No, Lasniak doesn't even like her. Lasniak literally in front of the judge, in front of the clerk, in front of the lawyer, all of that, stated that Brittany doesn't shut up because she needs the drama for money. He's not going to represent her. People think that a judgment against BJ means you'll start getting money. Does not work like that. No, my lawyer has to forensic accounting. He has to go through it. You have to find ways to get it. She's not going to easily just pay it. People act like that with the RICO too. Barbecue and I are going to walk out the courtroom that day with bags of money over our shoulders. It'd be great, but it's not realistic. It is early, Lovey. Yeah. Yeah, nobody put in an appearance for her. She never even put in. She was pro se. She lied to everybody she was doing. Once in the chat, if you remember Brittany claiming that the $1,500 Brenda gave her was going to go towards her representing herself in PA and that she filed the paperwork. She literally said she filed the paperwork to represent herself and never did. Instead, she called my lawyer and said, it's imperative that you call me back. No, there is no you don't get a public prosecutor for civil cases. You can get blood from a turn-up. Sure, that's great to yell out. Reality. I did, Shauna. It was amazing. Look at all those ones. We all remember that big old lie, Brittany. Right, just like she says she's getting out of the RICO. And I think, honestly, out of everything I've heard that was allegedly said, the one thing I really can't stand was the comment about it's always bothered her that there's a total of 10 plaintiffs, but I only focused on Brittany. But before that, it was acknowledged that without Brittany, and a whole timeline done proving it, that I wouldn't even have been in here. I wouldn't even have been in the fucking filing. I wouldn't even have been a defendant. Plus, Brittany's the one that never shut up about me. So, of course, I was responding or covering her. I'm going to keep doing it. If she wasn't afraid that, oh, Granny's dog whistling to get Nick on panel, then I wouldn't have been thrown in this. Maybe the big surprise is BJ and War Eagle will shove together tomorrow. I hope so. I hope That is her witness. She thinks Granny focused on her. Wait till it's all over and the rest go after her. Yep. To retirees, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. I think I got it. No, I highlighted. I responded. It said, can we celebrate tomorrow? It said, thank you so much, What the Croc. It was a generous super chat. I seen it. Thank you for telling me, though. She did not pink wildflower. She did not. Not yet. She'll probably wait till today when she wakes up. She'll probably file it then. We'll see, though. Or knowing her, she's not going to file shit. She's going to turn around and just call in the morning and ask for a Zoom link. Listen while working. Once wish you luck tomorrow, Jess. Oh, and fuck you, Jay. You aligned yourself at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, I don't understand that. These people didn't change. Is Brittany and all her witnesses going to zoom in as well? Because the document literally says, and I can pull it up, it says that all are to appear in the courtroom. The plaintiffs in the BAM case are threatening RICO against a YouTuber. "10 minutes before court, probably. She got to wait till she wakes up. Yeah, I don't know. I know I've ignored a lot of shit. A lot of jabs, a lot of pokes, whatever. If you need to appease the same audience you were once mocking, go for it. Do whatever it is you have to do. But it's not long lasting. You'll see that. Yeah, I heard Bernad said she's coming. No longer will keep supporting. Thank you, Chaos. Digging in parents and deceased parents is weird. I agree. I think it's so unnecessary. Will they give a Zoom link for an in-person hearing? Not that I know of. Thank you, Bella-Ann. I really appreciate that. I am exhausted. I'm so tired of all of this. I didn't ask for any of this. I didn't. People are acting like poor Brittany got thrown into this. Good. Send me a email of the comments of Brittany's subscribers that claim they're going to court tomorrow. You know, Brittany claims that she's so harassed and threatened and all of that. We'll just present all of that. I heard on there last night that you guys redirecting your lives to one another was the definition of a RICO. Really? That's the definition of a RICO? Does YouTube know that they're running a RICO? Holy shit. YouTube is operating a RICO by offering a redirect. That is insane. Somebody better sue them. They would be the head of the RICO, wouldn't they? That's crazy. I never knew that. No clue. I have no idea what that is. Very, very interesting. So every community that redirects everybody is operating a RICO? Holy shit. Wow. There's going to be a lot of RICOs. If that was the case, why is there many names like Jay, Nonsense, Queens, Clues? Why aren't they all in there? Good question. Never say never. Good question. Wouldn't that make them all part of the RICO? Holy shit. So she was part of the RICO. Oh my God. Wow. I can't tell you the last time I did redirects. Holy shit. No, I did not hear it. The redirects and all the phone calls, messages, etc. is a RICO for the last 6 months. Well, not before that. Oh, wow. I didn't know Reality said at 3 a.m. that I brought the Rico on because I wouldn't stop talking about the missing kid, which, was never part of their filing to begin with. That's crazy. And Brittany said all I had to do was settle. All you had to do was fucking respond, Brittany. Ain't that some shit? All you had to do was oh. But I saw dollar signs. Oh. Wow. Is that why you sent out a C&D, Brittany? That we could just pay you and we would avoid being sued by you? All we had to do was pay you? That's crazy. The redirect started once it became a feature on YouTube, so yes, we used it. YouTube didn't create it just for the dark side. I'm sorry you don't have any people that fuck with you that you could redirect to, Brittany. The stars in my eyes again comment. That's funny. Interesting. Wouldn't that mean I had to have known that Brittany was going to sue me? That the RICO was even going to take place? For any of that to happen? Right, Karma's mama. Then they're involved as well. You're part of the RICO. That's crazy. Oh no, Colleen is a RICO. It's the RICO. Thank you, B-Fan. See if you can all take a moment, smash that thumbs up. It's funny though, because I think Brittany has stars in her eyes when she approached Tony and got on a phone call with Nick. And Yvette told them all that I live in Delaware County and they realized they had jurisdiction over me. I think it was at that point that Brittany saw stars in her eyes. I think that right there tells you all you need to know. Because when people like Brittany talk, there is a confession. Well, BJ, when she was doing Bajingo as a joke, pissed BJ off. It was funny as hell. That was funny. Yes, Jen K. I'm sorry, Woodstock. I didn't mean to hide again. I suck at this. You're creating content for you with the email you read out? Cool. That's so kind of him. I love that. She started foaming at the mouth and drooling. She sure did. Because she thought there was going to be fame. She thought they were going to be on TMZ. She was going to get the breaking news when it came to Sebastian. She was going to have the spokesman and the father of the missing child. She thought she was going to live in her glory days with all of that. She sure fucking did. Dog the bounty hunter. She thought she was going to be able to silence me and everybody associated with me. And she was just going to live a big happily ever after with what Brittany thought. Brittany's the one that has stars in her eyes. I love how, but this is what people like Brittany do. She fucking involved me in this, and then they act like I made the choice to do it. Brittany sent me the C&D. She acts like I made the choice to get sent one. It is questionable who the fuck never got one, I'll tell you that. If we want to go down rabbit holes and conspiracize, we can do it. Some of y'all did far more than me, but never had nothing happen to you. Ain't that the damn truth? But I'm the shady one, right? I'm the one running a RICO. You sound, if Nonsense really said that, you sound stupid. You sound stupid because you were part of a fucking redirect. Are you part of a RICO? You're that hard up? You're that fucking angry that you lost all fucking sense and common sense? Holy shit. That's embarrassing. That's truly embarrassing. I'm glad you finally changed your comment, people crazy, because you've been trying for 5 times with the same fucking comment. Glad you finally changed it. Granny QB were offered that first to receive the breaking news before BJ was approached. What breaking news? Just block them. Because they've been trying to get my attention the whole time. You don't think I see your little ridiculous comments? YouTube is running them. They are. They're running a massive fucking RICO. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Thank you, Psycho iPad. When she spoke with Nick. Yeah, she literally said, oh, he won't be going back to Jessica's chat. She sure did. She started her stream off with, y'all, I never spoke to Nick. And then 20 minutes in, I spoke to Nick. Okay, hold on. That's what I'm saying. What breaking news? Yeah, what happened to Trump getting involved? All right, give me 1 second. I got to listen to something. Oh, so my two gives and goes have zero transparency. Does anybody know how to pull up court dockets? Here, I'll do it for you. Just give me a second. Give me a second. First off, you can see what was raised. Let's start with that. You can see what was raised, but let's go to the court docket. Because a few months back, my attorney literally put on there my attorney fees that have since doubled because of that. They have since doubled because of the time going on, because of the lengths going on. I never asked anybody to help me with the declaratory judgment. I never asked anybody. The other lawsuit has to do with Oklahoma, which isn't over. Tony's lawyer still never put in there that Tony's deceased. I'm not paying my lawyer to do it. I never told Nick or anyone you live in Delaware County. I'm sorry, there must be a misunderstanding regarding this. I think it came out in a message. That's where I got that from. That's crazy. You're right, big girl. I forgot. Let me not go ahead and do that. That's wild, though, that all of a sudden my two gives and goes are suspicious. That's crazy. Were you helping me then be shady when you were doing a GoFundMe, or I'm sorry, a fundraiser for me? That's crazy. Complete 180, I'll tell you. No, he did die. Tony's dead. He's definitely dead. Yeah, there is two. One for Oklahoma, and there's one for Pennsylvania. I thought when the Oklahoma shit happened, that separating it would be the best thing to do, because I imagine if I had it together, people would have an issue with that as well. So I put two separate ones. The crazy part is, for me to be so shady with it, I'm barely pushing them. People have told me every time you go live, pin it in your chat. Do this, do that. I don't do that. I hate even asking people. And she knew that. She knew that because we've had talks about it. Sorry, I had to mute. Whatever. You would receive firsthand info. New Jersey woman. Oh, I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah. That crazy lady. I said I was the chosen one. I remember her. I don't know. I think if I was doing something weird with it, when people come to me in private and ask me if I needed help with fundraising, I'd be like, yeah, I do. Instead of saying, no, you know what? That covered this hearing and the next appearance. If I was being shady with it, I think I would have just, been a little more, yeah, please, let's have another fundraiser. That's wild. That's so sad. It's so sad that she's allowing others to lie to her about what's being said and can and won't. Tomorrow has nothing to do with barbecue, but I appreciate that, Jalen. And instead won't just have a conversation. Accusing everybody else of saying and doing things they're not fucking doing, and you won't just have a conversation. I don't know, Kathy. I think it's a fallback that a lot of people have. It's just an easy thing to try to upset somebody by and try to create doubt. That's what I think's going on. There's a couple typical fallbacks that everybody uses, and that's just one of them. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. And like when approached in private, like, do you need more money? Do you need more help? Do you need me to have another fundraiser for you? No, we're good. We raised X amount. That covered this and that. Thank you so much. If I was being shady when yeah. Oh, is that what they said, flip-floppers? Really? Everybody knows I've been coming down here for years. That's unfortunate. Seriously unfortunate. It is what it is, though. No surprise there. I can't wait to see what Brittany's moderators' big surprises are for tomorrow. PJ's obviously intimidated by your fundraiser considering she had one shut down. Yeah, they shut down the first Give, Send, Go. They did. Righteous, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Yeah, so the one Give, Send, Go is standing against lawfare, and it's Tony Mathis versus me. The other Give, Send, Go is the RICO. Again, I didn't think it was shady to separate they're two separate litigations. I thought if I kept them together, people then would say that was weird. People act like it's just crazy. It's crazy how you can defend somebody on something for so long and understand and have their back and help break down the timeline and say how wrong it is and acknowledge how expensive it is and acknowledge all the wrong Brittany's done and that Brittany's the reason I'm in it. And the minute you don't like me, now it's weird. Now it's shady. Now it's this. Pull up the fucking docket and look at the lawyer fees and then add another year into that and tell me what's shady about it. Some of you need to be sued and see how fucking expensive defamation cases are. Some of you should have been sued. And it's amazing you weren't. Some of you should have gotten C&Ds. And it's amazing you didn't. Want to conspirize of who's working with who? How the fuck did you get away with everything? I don't sue people, Elizabeth. This is fucking YouTube. I am getting angry. I'm getting so angry I could cry. I'm that fucking mad. Because if anybody knows how expensive this has been, how draining it's been, how fucking emotionally and physically draining it's been, it is nonsense. So for her to now act like there's something fraudulent because there's 2 separate gifts and goes is mind-boggling to me. You can't fucking trust nobody. I thought it was necessary to keep it separate. Can you imagine if I didn't? Oh, Granny has a fundraiser for the RICO, but she's using that money to fight in Oklahoma. That would have been called fraudulent. Meanwhile, Brittany raised over $15,000 that we know of. Sent out 3, 4 C&Ds and shows nothing with any of it. Lawyer didn't even respond. Granny, even when she offered to do a fundraiser on your lives, you avoided the subject. I could tell you were uncomfortable. She knows more than anybody how much I hate asking you all for financial help. She knows it. Which is probably why she's using it against me, because she knows how much I hate it. That's all right, though. Exactly. It's just Irish. That's the shit I hate. I hate all of this. I don't know, because it's on the docket. It's there. Whatever. I'm over this. Stupid. I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate you all coming out. If you haven't, please consider hitting a thumbs up. I got too much shit going on to be dealing with this. I'm going to get ready for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted when it happens. Thank you, Apples. Let me come in to post it. And we'll see what ends up happening. If Brittany shows up, if her supposed witnesses come, if the big judge sees what a big meanie I am. Imagine suing somebody and continue to speak on them. Imagine sending somebody a cease and desist and continue to speak on them. And then imagine making yourself the victim because they fight back against your legal moves and they win. People like Brittany are sick, mentally ill, nodding out, up all night, and then sleeping all day. The only thing you're a victim of, Brittany, is your own life choices. You chose to get involved with these people and file a fucking RICO. The same way Nonsense chose to get involved and break down the RICO to now call it a RICO. Couldn't it be me? At the end of the day, there are always going to be people like this out in the world. The difference is in the real world, we're usually separated. Rather that's by a padded room or a different class when going through school. We're usually separated from these people. On the internet, we're all thrown together. Okay? You'll see a lot of Looney Tunes, a lot of sociopaths, and then you have a lot of mentally stunted, mentally unwell people. I've done this to you. You were friends. Now she has earthy in her ear. You now suddenly become a fraud. Yeah, it's hard. It breaks my heart, to be honest, but it is what it is. Brittany, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. You're not a victim. Reality, I hope you come to court tomorrow. I hope you're there for your good friend, Reality. Thank you, BJ's Abundance. Mama T says, you're a strong woman. Best of luck tomorrow. Stand strong with your head held high. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I just couldn't fathom, like, these people act like you asked for this shit. These people act like I was like, hey, you know what? Out of every creator in this community, come to me. Throw me in this. Send me a C&D. Brittany, for somebody who says you could have just settled, why the fuck didn't you settle? Why didn't you just shut up? Who does that? Who goes to the courts and then goes and says as like they're a victim because somebody has responded appropriately? Does she forget that she was cammed up? Do you forget that you went on camera before, Earth? It's exactly what it is. They've been waiting for a reaction out of me. They've been poking me for weeks. They've been anxiously hoping that I feed their little thirst. And because I've had many conversations with her, because I trusted her, she knew the exact thing to say to upset me. She knows more than anybody that I hate this. She knows more than anybody that this is all a waste of money. That this money that's going towards these fucking stupid lawsuits could have went to things that matter. To differences and changes that could have been made. Whether that's victims and their families, to missing children, to anything. She knows how much I hate asking for help with all of this. She knows more than anybody. So for her to now act like I'm doing something shady with it is wild. I hate when you feel like... Let me just get off of here. I hate when you go feeling like you can truly trust somebody to recognizing you don't know them at all. It is such an invasive feeling. Like, who the fuck was that woman that would call me and say, oh, you know, I love you and I care about you. And who the fuck was that? This is the parts of YouTube that I hate. But get those clicks and views, girl. Get them. Hope they pan out for you. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for being here.